Hello everyone, this is Bethany from Southern Couture and you are in for a treat today. I have been really excited about this video and couldn't wait to share, and we're going to talk all about some really fun and simple and easy craft ideas to go along with the Encamped study that we have been doing lately. And these are fun crafts that you could do for any kind of Bible study if you want to remember it and have a way to remember that, or if you have just anything, like a Sunday school class, a vacation Bible school, any kind of thing like that, or if you just want to decorate your craft room, these are really, really fun ideas, and you're going to love them so much. So I haven't shared like a craft video in quite some time, and I'm really excited to get back to it because that's how I started my blog, with DIY crafts and all of that kind of fun stuff. And so it's really, really fun to get my hands back and doing some of that today. So I cannot wait. Let's go ahead and I will show you. We have 4 different crafts that we're going to talk about today, and what is going to be your best friend is the description down below. Down below I will have links to my blog where you might need to go for more specifics. I have also links where you can purchase different things and supplies that I'm going to be using in my crafts if you are interested. So that is going to be your best friend. You'll want to check that out down there. But let's go ahead. I'm going to move a few things out of the way, and I'm going to start with the first one that you see right here, which is not anything maybe different. You've seen these before, but I just wanted to share it because they're so adorable. So one of the first things that I did was I created or made some fabric bow clips. So you have this, this is more of like your bow, and this back one you always have to keep working at it and working at it to get it to turn back around. But I have these really fun little fabric bows, and then just the little fringe like fabric clip, just with the little piece. It's kind of like an extra piece I have that you can just put up there for these clips. And so I found this is perfect for anyone that is working through Encamped, whether you are a Troop Godbow or Troop Sunshine. What's so fun is they had this pack, and all of these came in this same pack. So you have this pack with the rainbows and a pack with these sunshines. How cute is that? And the sunshines are almost identical to some of the ones on our printables. And then you've got just a pack of blue, a darker blue, a lighter blue, and then this adorable confetti-like look. Is that not the cutest? So I loved this, and I knew that I wanted this pack because I am Troop Sunshine, but I'm not where I couldn't have the rainbows. Of course, I love rainbows too, and thought it would be fun to use throughout this. And as I see it, like on my clips, I'll think of those ladies as well in that troop. And pray for them as well as those in Sunshine. So you get all of these in this pack. They had it, I found this one at Michael's. So you can check out Michael's. It was kind of toward the front and like a new little, I think, summer crafting area. And so check them out there. I was going to say I used a coupon as well, so don't forget to do that. But this pack had all of them. I want to say they had some other variety packs, but I don't know if they had like these as a single ones, not in this variety one. I cannot remember because it's been a while. But this is just the one that I went with. And so here is something really fun with this. There are tons and tons and tons of different types of fabric bow clip tutorials that you can go and you can find. So just Google that, check that out, and see what you find. There's different kinds, different ones, and that's what I did. They're super simple and easy to create. And so I didn't do one specifically here with you today because I didn't want to put too much information in here with step-by-step things. A lot of times I like to do that more in a breakout, and do one in each video, but they are really simple. That's why I didn't do that. And so I thought you could also look that up because it's, like I said, it's not difficult at all. And I wanted to show you a few places that I used mine. So I've been doing, hopefully I want to have one entry in my journaling Bible per week. I'm not doing one per day, of course, that's just not doable, but I wanted to have one per week. And so here's something fun that I did with this bow clip. So this was my entry for week 1 here. And so this was one that I just had that little bit of fringe. It may not match the page perfectly with the pink, but I'm okay with that because I love the fact that it represents my troop. And so it reminds me of Encamped, and I know exactly when my Bible is closed and I'm looking up here at the top as I fill it up more, I'll know exactly what that page is is for, and it's from this study. So that's how I used it there. And then I had this little bitty piece here of extra that I actually did this post earlier today, or entry, and I had this little piece of the scrap from it, and I thought, how fun. It really wasn't big enough to put through a clip. It was being difficult, so I just folded it up like it would look on a clip and stapled it up there. So that's kind of another fun idea that you could do as well with those. So that is your fabric bow clips. Now on my Encamped notebook, real quick, I will say I have this one in the sunshine one on my first page, so it's really fun because it's big, it's sticking out, you know, up from the top. How cute would this one even be, just to kind of mark, you know, like, let's see, just a few pages, and have that resting up there on the top of your Bible. I think that would be super cute. And then you can kind of work with the fabric as you please, because it depends how perfect you want it to look. But how cute is that? So those are the fabric bow clips. But now let's move on to the second thing that I'm doing with some crafts for this study. And these are from your printables. So if you have joined us for Encamped and you are and you have the printables that are in your, each set, or each troop has their set of printables, and these printables are in both of them. Remember, that's the Crafty badges. So I want to show these with y'all. So let me go here and find where some of them are. Okay. And let me just say too, if you have not done the if you are curious what Encamped is, I'll have a link down below that talks about how to get set up, where to get all your supplies, what it even is. And then there's another video that will also talk about kind of my update and progress now that I have been through Encamped and we're on week 6. And so I want you to check that out if you haven't and you're like, oh, this looks interesting, because it is an amazing study. And no matter where we are at in it, it's perfect for you. Anytime you may stumble upon it, it's great. So this is what I have done. I have created these really cute, they like, you know, hang over on the page instead of sticking up, because look how huge that would be coming up off the Bible and it would just get messed up. So I love that that's sticking down on the page. And what I have done is created, I don't want to lose my place, but I'll show you the other ones. I have went through each week. I printed out another set of the badges. I went through each week and picked out as we go the day or scripture prompt of those 4 days for each week, which stood out to me the most, that I really enjoyed. And that's where I'm putting a clip. And these are so easy to make. So I cut out the badges, of course, from our printables. And then if you have laminator and laminating sheets, I would recommend laminating them so that they will hold up longer. I don't mind that they're shiny. I like it. And then if you don't have a laminator and you don't want to invest in one, what I did for these, because I actually have one, but I'd ran out of sheets, is I used packing tape. So you just put packing tape on one side of it and then wrap it, of course, around on the back and then cut it out, and you would never know that it's packing tape. You would think it was just laminated. Then on the back, no one's ever going to see this part of it. What you could do, I just took some really, really stronger, heavier duty washi tape that I had, and I put my clip maybe about halfway down. One thing I would say is just kind of put it there on the page if you're wanting to see about how far down on the clip to do it. Put your washi, and then if you wanted, you could also put like some felt, glue the felt down so that it would stay in place and it would be nice and flat. But this washi is held up. This is not something I'm taking in and out and reusing, you know, all the time for different studies. It's going to stay right here as a marker to represent that week for our study. And so, yeah, you're thinking, but if you're doing the study, you're thinking that was for prayer badge. How does that have to do with this? Well, when we went through for our for that week for prayer badge, it was lining up around that time of week 3, and so that's why I'm using it for week 3. So I'm just coordinating them with those weeks, and that's why that's how I did that. I just love that they coordinate. They may not be perfectly, you know, with what that scripture is talking about, but it goes along great with that study. And so, like, here's the one I'm doing for worship badge for our this was week 5, I believe. This is the worship badge challenge, and so I put that one there. And I'll just show you the other ones real quick. They're just so adorable, and I have these colored paper clips that matched the colors perfectly, so that's adorable to me. Just adds that little extra pop of color off of the badge. And then you could definitely just use the silver paper clips, no big deal. And then the little Crafty badge one, which was so cute. And then I think there was one more, maybe not. Was that it? Yeah, that was all of them. Okay, so that's all I have done so far with those, but I have my other ones already made, and then I'll just put them in when we get to that week. So that's probably one of my favorites of this whole video. I just absolutely love that so, so much. Now, here's one that I also absolutely adore, and look at this, guys. Woohoo! Look at this felt pennant. How adorable is that? We have pennants in our printables, and they're so cute. They say Happy Camper. I think they say Troop Sunshine or Team Sunshine Gobbo. And I just like, oh my gosh, I have to recreate my own. And I'm obsessed with it. I love how it turned out. It is the cutest thing ever. So if you have a little crafty space, this would be adorable hanging up there wherever you, maybe if you have a desk or a spot that you study every day, this would be cute there. If you have a book that you're using or a binder, you could even stick it inside of that once the study is done. You can make a mini version and stick it in your book or a Bible. I mean, the possibilities are endless. You could add a dowel rod to this and have it where it would stand. If you've got a bulletin board, hang that up there. And oh, I just love it. You could hang this up on your bulletin board with all of your little crafty badges that you've decorated as you work through the study, and have them there even after the study, just as a reminder of this and what it meant to you. And that's what I'm planning to do with mine. So this is a pennant with felt that I made from Cricut. And I've talked about my Cricut maker many times before. I'm obsessed with it. It's perfect for these types of projects. It makes it super, super easy. And so I'm going to leave a link down below as well in the description where you can find out more about the maker and some other, if you're wanting to know more information, if you have a maker. Here is what's great is that the felt that Cricut has is super, super strong and durable. So it is going to make this even better. And the reason I like their felt is I looked at some felt in craft stores and it's flimsy. It's like that really thin, more cheap stuff. This is super thick. So you see it doesn't flop around. It stays stiff, and it's got several layers, but let me just show you like a piece right here. So I made I got my, this piece stuck on my mat funny, and it cut weird because I messed it up, but that was my fault. But see how it's very thick. I wish you could see that. It's not like it just wants to bend over very easily. This is thicker felt, and that's why I really love it. So I'm going to link it down below if you want to grab some from them. I just know that what I found in the craft store wasn't exactly what I was wanting, and that's why I went with this. And then also, if you're wanting to know more about the maker, like I said, I will link it down below. Also, if you have a maker and you're like, oh, I got to make this, I have the cut file all ready to go in Design Space. If you're a Cricut maker or Cricut Explorer, whatever machine you have that will work, and you know what I'm talking about with Design Space, the cut file will be available for you over on my blog. I'm going to put a link down below to my blog, and it will have the cut file over there in that post where you can just click it. It'll take you straight into Design Space. And then you can either customize it. It will ask you to customize or make it. If you want to, if you're Team Sunshine, you can go ahead and make yours. If you're Team Godbow, all you would have to do is just put customize and then just change this word to Godbow. And you could kind of center and adjust it, if you want to. And that's it. I have, these are the colors that I used from mine. And then Godbow, you may want to put some teal and stuff in there, maybe not the orange, and go from there. But it's absolutely precious. I just love it. I'm obsessed with it, and I love how it turned out. You could do this still if you wanted and you don't have a Cricut. You could definitely find a template online and cut out some letters and do the best you can with felt and cutting it out. It's totally doable. I just loved that this cut it out for me, and then all I had to do was just put some glue and put it down. I think I used some Fabrifix, something strong and heavy duty will work. And then I even used, I believe, just Elmer's glue on the letters, because my other glue was kind of acting up on me in the tube. So that is that one. And now here's our last one, guys. Are you ready? It is so fun. So you may have been seeing these adorable polymer clay, the round disc bracelets. They're very popular with the letters, and people can personalize them and all of that fun stuff. I had some, and I just loved them so much. So I wanted to make some to go along with our study. When it's on my arm, when I'm wearing it, and I look down, I think about all of the women that are in this study, and it prompts me to want to say a prayer for them and remember each of them in our busy daily lives. So I don't know if you've noticed, I have been wearing them throughout this video. So, oops, that one's upside down compared to this one. I need to fix that. So, I'm curious if you had already noticed these on my arm. Let me know in the comments and be honest. Not that you wouldn't, but so let me fix this one real quick, and I want to show them to you. So, here we have Troop Sunshine and Gobbo, and I made one for each with some of the, let me take my watch off so you can kind of see it better, with coordinating colors for our troops, and I just absolutely love them so much. So when I look down, I can see them. And then like on this one, of course, I've got the yellow and orange, the pinks, and then pinks and the blue kind of teal color, and I just think they're so cute. They're so fun, look, to stack them. You could even make a third one that said Encamped, which I do have one, and then you could add it to this. So I want to just go over this really quick with you and show you because it's very simple and easy to make. If you would like to have a more step-by-step in-depth video showing you this, please just comment down below, and I don't mind to do that, but I wanted to just kind of share so that you would know before if I had a chance to do the other video. So this is a set of the beads that I got at Michael's as well. Now it didn't come with the letter ones. It comes with it comes with the like the string and these beads and a few little extras here, and then this pack of letters was a separate one, and when I opened them it wasn't in like a nice container, so I just dumped them in here and it fit great. And then my string still fits right in here, and you're good to go. Okay, so you can also find these kinds of sets online. I will link down below one that I found that has more colors that's really, really fun and colorful and bright. But this is the one that I got from Michael's, and it had these colors, to match with our troops perfectly. Okay, so what you would want to do is you've got your thread that comes with it, and it's just like this elastic stretchy. And you would take it out, and you're going to wrap it around your wrist. I'm going to try to do this the best I can and still show you on video. So you want to wrap it around your wrist and just leave you a little bit of extra because you want to have some extra so that you're able to tie it. If you waste a little, it's perfectly fine. Then measure it around your wrist. Take a Sharpie, and what I did was I had a Sharpie ready to go. And then you're going to put your thumb kind of like right there. It's stretchy, so you can pull it off while you still have it like this. Mine just gets caught in my wedding ring a little bit. But then take a Sharpie. And I saw this trick online, so I'm not taking it as my own idea. But take a Sharpie and then just mark a black line on both of those. And it's real faint, so you'll never see it on here. Mark it right there, and that is to tell you where you want to put your beads from end to end, so you'll know where to stop at, okay? Because you've got to leave extra so you'll have room to tie it at the end. So, okay, there we have it. We pretend we've cut it. It's marked. Then you're just going to start threading it. Now, if there's a tool or something to help you thread these, I'm not aware of it, but you just start threading them. What I would do, I found was helpful, is like if you grab up several in your hand, get like, a good many there, and then you can just like kind of, it'll make it go faster, and you put them through. You come up with whatever design, however many you want to go around, and what, how much space you want each color to be. And then I recommend you do like half of that, then add some letters for whatever you want it to say, and then you could have the other half with the other colors, to make it go around and be equal. If you just do one color, of course, it's simpler. But one thing I do want to say is, like, if this was cut, and on my yellow one or my sunshine one, I messed it up the first time, but what I did was, as I strung it around, like I kept going with the color, I did my letters, and then I did color, and I was like, oh, this is off some, and I had to fix it. So what I would say, here's a tip: put the colors that you want for this end, put your letters, and then come around on the other side and put the colors, instead of pushing, like, instead of just keep going and going the same way, put some colors and then test the other side. I mean, I know that sounds confusing in a way, and I don't mean for it to be, but you just want to make sure that you get your colors evenly done, because on this one, see, I just kept going around the entire thing, and I ended up having to like tie mine off here on the side, which is more noticeable than it being tied off in the back, being on the back of my arm. So just be careful of that where you finish, because you don't want it to kind of look weird like that. Okay, so do one half, add your letters, then check it from the other side, and then you can tie it up. When you go to tie it, you're going to want to tie it twice. Okay, you kind of loop it, pull it down, and then let me see if I can do it. And I'll just waste a little bit of this. I just don't have a scissors right here. But like, you want to take it, and if this was the end of it, let's pretend it's cut over here, right? Okay, you want to loop it under. Okay, I haven't pulled it tight yet. I'm going to loop under again. Then I'm going to pull really, really, really tight, get all of the extra space out of the way, and then I'm going to come back up and loop again and tie off my final knot. So you're going to do a double wrap there on the first one, pull it real tight, and then knot it down tight, and then you're good to go. Okay, now here is one thing that I did that I saw a trick online, so I'm not claiming this as my own either. Just wanted to make sure I did it right. So I have this crazy glue. This is for craft, but you could use any type of super glue. And when you get here to where you have tied it off, take this glue and just put a tiny, tiny dot. You could put 2 dots right on where your knot is, where you've tied it. Because if you don't, it being stretchy and you're pulling it on and off your arm, it can come unravel because it's a little bit of a thicker thread. So you want to just put that little dot of the glue there to keep it sealed so you know it doesn't unravel. Then once that glue is dry, it won't take long, you just clip both sides of your thread and you're good to go. Now you can kind of see it a little bit, but it's not super noticeable. Like I said, I put this one here on the side and that's kind of more noticeable, but it's all good. It gets twisted around your arm anyways at some point, so don't even fret over that. But that is how you can make your own little clay disc bracelets. They're very popular right now. You can put names, initials, dates, whatever you wanted to do, and just have fun with it, make it yours. So there you have it, guys. That was number 4, and I just love it. It's probably one of my favorites. I can't wait to make more color combinations and do it for different things, maybe even for more studies that we have coming up too. So make sure that you head down to the description, and you can find links to all of these things. You will also have the cut file for the pennant over on my blog, so make sure you click over there to find that, and do not forget to go print an extra copy of your badges from your printables so you can make these really fun clips. Now, if you make any of these things, please, 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 please let me know. You could send me a message on social media, or however, you could send it here. You can send it anywhere that you might follow me. And if you do share it on social media, make sure you tag me, because I would love to see it and be able to share it if you do create it. I can't wait to have these displayed to remember, or wear them to remember our study. I just hope you guys enjoyed this and had have a blast making your own. And I would love to know too. Let me know if you want to see a more in-depth step-by-step tutorial for the bracelets. I can definitely do that. Just leave that in the comments, or even if you're wanting to know more about how to work with a maker and cut it out felt. If you didn't even know it could cut felt, it's pretty incredible. But let me know. I don't mind to do a separate video on that too, because I think you'll want to know how to do that for in the future for something else. Trust me on that one. All right, well, let me know down below. I will see you guys again very soon. Make sure you are subscribed and you click that bell icon so you know when the next video is coming out. And I'll see y'all then. Have a great one. Bye-bye.